In 1961, the new American president, John Kennedy, had taken office in a tense nuclear world. He inherited from Eisenhower the doctrine of massive retaliation.
The term massive retaliation, as it was understood at the end of the 1950s and the beginning of the 1960s, was a policy of responding to major Soviet conventional attacks, for example, in Western Europe, should that have occurred, with a massive nuclear response.
Massive retaliation had been conceived at a time of clear American superiority. Now, the Russians were trying to catch up. Kennedy and his Secretary of Defense, McNamara, were increasingly aware of the danger of relying on the strategy of massive retaliation.
Nuclear weapons have no military utility whatsoever, excepting only to deter one's opponent from their use, which means you should never, never, never initiate their use against a nuclear-equipped opponent. If you do, it's suicide.
The following summer, shocked at how close they'd come to nuclear war, the Soviet Union, America, and Britain agreed a limited test ban treaty. There would be no more atmospheric tests. Nuclear testing would continue, but underground. The superpowers had discovered they had one thing in common: an interest in avoiding nuclear war.
It is an ironic but accurate fact that the two strongest powers are the two in the most danger of devastation. All we have built, all we have worked for, would be destroyed in the first 24 hours. And even in the Cold War, which brings burdens and dangers to so many countries, including this nation's closest allies, our two countries bear the heaviest burdens. For we are both devoting massive sums of money to weapons that could be better devoted to combat ignorance, poverty, and disease.